Okay, in this video, I'm going to cover a new product line that I created called FusionX. FusionX is something I wanted to create for years and years, but I never got around to it. And I told myself 2025 was going to be the year that I did it. So, what is FusionX? FusionX is a universal trim-to-fit, pseudo-trim-to-fit graphic kit for every genre of RCs. So we're talking boats, planes, drag, bash, drift. What else do we have? Helicopters. These kits are tuned for each segment. And by segment, what I mean is aviation, water, land, things like that. So how are they tuned? Well, for airplanes, the universal structure of the graphics needs to be designed around airplanes. Airplanes have wings, they have, very narrow sides. So what I do is when I design each series, as I'm calling them, for example, boats would be Series B, planes would be Series A for aviation, I'm making the graphics around the idea that they're going on that specific segment. So the FusionX graphics specifically are printed on clear vinyls. And this is a very important aspect of this product because what it allows you to do is put an amazing design on a clear vinyl and then take that clear vinyl and put it on any color substrate. Let's define substrate. Substrate is whatever you're putting it on. So up here I have a yellow and gray airplane. That substrate is yellow or gray. Right here I have a red substrate, and this is a red Pro Boat. Okay, I'm going to show you more here in a second. But the first thing I want to do is I want to show you what this product actually is. Now, what I have here in this first example is a FusionX graphics kit. This is Series 10. Series 10 is the design. There's Series 10, Series 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on. This is Series 10. And it's within Series B for boats. So Series 10 design, structured for the boat segment, Series B for boats. Now, this I printed on a clear film with a clear release liner, so you can see how these are structured, okay? All these pieces are individually cut out for you, and the cut path is just outside of the ink line. On top of that, what you have here is a bunch of extras. You've got flags from a bunch of different countries. I hand drew a bunch of different exhaust ports, ejection ports, things like that, vents. Down here, you have a whole line of pop rivets. There's at least, I think, a dozen or 2 dozen different logos down here, universal logos that you can put wherever you want. Everything you see on this sheet is cut out. You can peel it off, stick it wherever you want. Again, it's on clear. So how do we achieve these prints on clear so that when you put them down, the color of, let's say, for example, this red boat doesn't show through the print color because we know that inks aren't completely opaque. They're somewhat transparent. Well, the trick is to print a white backer first, right? So this is why I printed this one on clear. I wanted you to see how the graphics are structured so you can see what you're getting. So the machine lays down a really, really dense pass of white, and then it comes back and it lays the ink on top of that white. That way, when you put it on any color you want, any substrate color you want, it's not going to come through, and it's going to really pop those colors and look amazing. In the past, I didn't have the ability to print on clear efficiently. And I recently acquired new machinery, specifically UV printers that use UV lamps to instantly cure the ink. And what that does is it allows that ink to lay down super fast and dry super fast so it can go on to its next pass even more quickly. Without this efficiency, trying to make sticker kits like this really has been an effort in futility. I mean, it just takes forever. These still even take a long time, but they can be unmanned. And the machine does most of the work. Now, this is a clear vinyl on a clear release liner. I want to show you what I mean by that. So you can see I'm peeling it back and it's on a clear release liner. That's how you can see through the whole thing here. I wanted to show this to you in this aspect so you can see how it's engineered and constructed. However, the kit you actually get will have a white backer. Still have clear vinyl, but it's just on a white backer instead of this clear backer. So let me show you what that's going to look like. So this is the same kit, but it's got, clear vinyl on a white wax release liner. You can't see the white until you peel it off. So that's why I wanted to show you that first. Now, here's the extra benefit of these FusionX graphics. You get these and, your imagination is the limit to what you can do with these. You don't have to put them on a boat. If you get them, a B series kit, you don't have to put them on a boat. You can put them on whatever you want. You may not use all the graphics. This kit is designed for 12 to 22 inch boats. So the boat segment, B series, goes 12 to 22, 22 to 32 inch hulls, 32 to 42 inch plus hulls. I'll show you that here on the screen. Each segment is going to be divided up into different sizes. So for aviation, we're talking wingspan. You can get kits that range that are designed for that segment to fit on planes with wingspans from, I'm just going to make up an arbitrary number, 40 to 50 inch wingspan, 50 to 60 inch wingspan, and so forth. You don't have to lock yourself into a wingspan size. These are still universal fit kits. Even if you pick the size of your wingspan, you may still need to, depending on how you want to lay out your own graphics, you may still need to trim to fit. You may need to be creative. What I'm really doing here is I'm trying to get you into that zone where I think the best fit would be. You can take this kit here, which is designed for 12 to 22 inch boats, and put it on a 32 inch Sonic Wake if you want. It really doesn't matter. Those are decisions that you have to make based on the design that you purchase. So one of the extra benefits of these and this new machine that I have is, let's say you bought this kit for this little, I think this is about a 19 inch RC boat, okay? You fell in love with design series 10. That's the design, series 10. And now you have it in your hands in your home. And, you're sitting here and you're looking at this and you're thinking, boy, I don't know. How do I? Well, here's the great part. You can punch out all of the major pieces. So not only are these pieces kiss cut, about 1/8 of an inch outside of that kiss cut, they are die cut. So you can take this and you can put it on here and figure out where you want to put that. It's still on the backer liner. So in order to get it off of the backer liner, when you're ready to use it, all you really have to do is just peel it off. Of course, I have no fingernails, so I'm going to struggle peeling this off. And you can see it peels off just like this. Now here's where you can see, this is the actual sticker. This is where you can see the white backer back there. Now it does have that extra little slice around all the edges that you need to pull off. So there is the kiss cut and then there is the die cut. And what it leaves behind is a little strip around. So you do need to pull that off and throw it in the trash. But here it is. And what this is a very, peel and stick application. Maybe you want to put it right here. Maybe you want to bridge it up onto the windshield. Maybe you don't want to put it on here at all. I'll put a couple on here really quickly. This video is not an installation video for FusionX. It's just what this product is. If you want an installation video, you can go down in the description and click on that link. So I'm just going to arbitrarily put this on someplace I like. Right there looks good for now, just for video purposes. And there you have it. It's not centered. I'm just doing this video to show you guys, how these work. And you can see it goes down nice and easy. It's bubble free. And there you have it. It adds a nice little flair. So let's say, you wanted to do a side I'm going to go ahead and punch this piece out here. This is a long side piece that's designed for the boat. Now, again, this is Series 10 design, B series within the B series, which is for boats. So that B series is getting you these pieces that are long and narrow for the sides, designed specifically for the sides of hulls. The other thing about this is I try to give a few different sizes within each kit to give you some wiggle room in your scale. So if you notice that I took this one out, but yet there's still one that's a little bit smaller here and even smaller than that. So from here, you can take this and, you can line this up like so, figure out how you like it. You can flip it around like this. If you want to go around the exhaust port there, you can. And you can kind of see where things are headed. And, there's even some numbers on here. If you want to put your race numbers on, we've got every flag, from most countries, all kinds of extras down here. There's even some hood clips here that I did in different sizes: red, silver black, all kinds of vents. Every kit's going to have dozens and dozens of extras on them. So you're not relegated to just one thing. So that gives you the wiggle room that you're going to need to get you within the scale that you're at. Every single kit, this kit has 6 different color options. You're talking purples, greens, or this one is the orange, red, and blues, so forth. So these are a really, really fun way to modify your RC vehicles at a very low cost. I have gotten emails over the years. I probably get one every day at least. Can you make me a universal trim to fit kit for this machine? And unfortunately, I can't sit down and do that for just one person because it would take me almost all day. And that would, blow the budget for that person. And then same for me. I mean, time-wise, because I'm still doing all my printing and shipping daily. So this method gets you into the ball game for a very low cost and a very high quality output. Again, the limits to this are within your imagination. In the future, I'm going to list hundreds of these. I'm hoping for 50 different design series spread across. I think there is going to be about a half a dozen segments, ranging from the B series boats, the A series aviation, the DR series for drag cars, and so forth. Everything will be tuned for those things. Now, on top of all these different things I mentioned about these kits, they do come in different sizes, and I'm going to show you those sizes back here. So this was for boats in the 12 to 22 inch range. This is what it looks like for boats in the 32 to 42 inch range. And you can see we do a huge jump. Same exact product, okay? Just sized for that boat. And again, you don't have to get the size for your boat if you don't want. Smaller graphics look fine on bigger boats. The other way around, though, may not work as well. You don't want to put something this big on a boat this size, but you can go with a smaller kit, which is less of a cost, on a bigger boat if you want. One more design that I printed out in these early runs as I'm developing this new line. This one is Series 12, and it's the very, very loved Ghost Flames, right? This one is Ghost Flame in yellow. There is orange, blue. These Ghost Flames have a deep, deep purple and black outline. Again, you get all of the extras that I outlined in the other kits. You're talking universal logos, flags, pop rivets, hood tie downs with circlips, exhaust vents or intake vents, whichever you fancy, and regular vents, matching number sets. Right here, this is the B series, so it continues with the same vents and structure narrow sides for the sides of a boat. No wider in this size kit than about 6 inches for for hull tops. And each one, like I said, is tuned. So, you're pretty much good to go. You're given a bunch of different options. So you can see this one. This is for 32 to 42 inch boats on this sheet, but you can see that this is designed for, the center of the hull, and it's only about 4 inches wide. Whereas this one here is probably more like 6 inches wide. This one's about 5 inches wide. So, you have some wiggle room and you have some options when you get it. If your particular boat hull, even though it's a 32 inch length, is only maybe 6 inches wide or 10 inches wide, whatever the case may be, you don't even need to use the centerpieces if you don't want. You can, double up some of these other ones, and then you get tons of these extras here, and again, all cut out. Again, I'll take this out and I'll show you how easy. So I just plucked this out, and you can see I can take this. I'll get my little Defender example here, even though it's not a boat. And, you can figure out where you want to put things just by holding it up before it comes off the release slider. When you're ready to go, you can put it on. You can even take some painter's tape and tape it onto your model. Figure out if you like it, mirror the other side. You don't have to put anything on until you're ready, which makes it really nice. If you couldn't take these off of this release liner, unless you were exposing the sticky side, that would make it really cumbersome and really hard to do these projects. I am going to make videos, and they will be down in a link down in the description, specifically installing them on some of the harder models like airplanes, okay? Because that's going to take a little bit of extra steps to get the stock stickers off, and there is a procedure to do that on foam airplanes. I am going to do them on some dragsters, things like that. But overall, this is a peel and stick application. There are different grades of clear vinyl that's available when you go to build your kit from my store. So there is 2 types of vinyl out there. There is what's called calendared and cast. Very quickly, the difference between the two is calendared vinyl is the way it's manufactured is in a very economical fashion. So this kit here is printed on calendared vinyl. 99.9% of the graphics you've ever touched in your life on an RC car are calendared vinyls. They are small, standard performance, just for a model. Why would you want to upgrade to a cast film when you build your kit here? Cast films are more rubbery, a little bit thicker, and higher quality in that you can get them, when you warm them, they'll flex and bend around things much more easy. Now, these kits will not conform on compound curves. Compound curves would be like if I tried to take this piece here and put it around a basketball, stretch it this way and this way at the same time, it isn't going to happen. That's not to say that you can't run a graphic, these graphics, whether it's cast or calendared that you choose, over the edge of the hull and down here and up. That's still a single axis. The people who want to upgrade to the Hyperflex, which is the cast clear film. So you get your kit and you want that extra flexibility. Let's say you've got a Jeep body for your X-Max and you want to take your flames, in this case, okay, over top little bumps where the door handles are. So you've got like a little 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter door handle bump in the side of the Lexan body. And you want to go up over that and just make it look like paint. That's when we want to upgrade to Hyperflex or the cast film. You can try and get away with it with these economical films, these calendared economical films like this. But a lot of times what happens is they're a little bit thinner, a little bit less likely to flex, even with a little bit of addition of heat, and you get a wrinkle in them, okay? There's also an extra calendared film called Hyperstick, and that is going to have extra aggressive adhesive on it for harder to stick to applications. So who are the people that would want the hyper stick? That would be people who are doing installations on unbreakable bodies. So I'm going to give you some examples. Proline's brute bash bodies, the non-clear ones, the ones that are white, those are a certain type of plastic that have a very low surface energy. So for something like that, you're going to want to upgrade, to the hyper stick. What else would be a good example? Probably some of the foam airplane kits. Foam is very hard to stick to, and if you want it to last a long time, the hyper stick would be a better upgrade. I don't think that on the airplanes you absolutely have to go with the hyper stick, and there are some drawbacks to using the hyper stick on airplanes. If you go to take it back off, it's sticky enough that it may bring some of the foam with it. So best course of action is to get in touch with me before you buy and, figure out what your intended application is. And I'll help guide you and talk with you about the different options and what I think would be best for you. So right now, I have about half a dozen design series on the store. I'm shooting for 50 different design series by this summer of 2025. Spread out, again, across half a dozen application series, boats, airplanes, drift cars, etc. I think to summarize, this is an excellent, excellent way for a very economical price to start modifying your RC cars the way you want. I will put some links in the description down below, especially as I continue to add more instructional videos on installing these. Again, this video is just for you to get to know the product, know what you're buying. When you get the product in your hands, there will be instructions for you on how to do the install, as well as links to get you to the videos that you need. Once again, I appreciate you taking the time to check this product out. Hope to talk to you soon.